Heck, so there's a tornado watch in my area, but my wife's upstairs, and I'm confident that if there is a tornado, she'll come down here to the basement. So we're gonna broadcast until my power goes out or a tornado kills me. Just kidding, guys. That's a pretty messed up joke. Sorry. All right. Anyway, where were we? Let's get back into it. I don't remember what we were doing before I left, but yeah, we were talking about layers. Different layers are affected by the layer above it, and so on and so forth. So I can make one of these layers super detailed and leave the other ones kind of rough if that's something I need to do, or I can make them both very detailed. Now, that is a lot of polygons and triangles. I'm sure if you go too crazy, again, modeling in this mode, you're probably going to cause some issues. So I would model here and do what you need to do and move on from there. Now, this stamp tool. We're going to need an object of some sort. And to stamp something, you pick what you're stamping. That's my stamp now. I didn't get the whole thing. Let's do that, and let's get a new stamp. Get the whole thing this time. Now there's my stamp. Now I can use this, I guess. Press mode button to sway. What mode button? Carve? Oh, you can place it, so you can, whatever, item you've made, you can duplicate a bunch. Press mode button. I really don't know what mode button is, but... Oh, you can rotate your stamp. That's cool. Mode, Okay, yeah. You can remove a stamp from certain... I'm earning all kinds of trophies. So if you want to take a stamp like that out of something, that's pretty neat. Take the inverse out of the other side, or whatever you're trying to do. So it's single. Can I scale my stamp? Oh, I can scale my stamp up. Man, this is cool. This is really neat. I'm liking this. Okay. Stamp. There's not a whole lot here. So can you... Let's make another object. Now, if I stamp that object, I get a new stamp. Let's get the whole thing again. If I stamp something, and let's scale it up, can I adjust the resolution of the stamp? No. It doesn't actually adjust, it appears. So, but, if you're making like a rock formation or something, I guess, and you need a bunch of random little rocks like that. Now, obviously, you're going to want to switch it up. You could rotate it. That's kind of neat. You can make like a little rock edge using the stamp. So, not a ton to talk about with the stamp, but I do like it. It's a neat feature. I know it's one of the creators' favorite features because, if you're making a scene or something, like more than modeling just like an individual item, you can stamp like a bunch of little stuff in, which is, that is really cool. Okay, so let's actually try and make something. Now, guys, I'm not good. We're gonna just understand that right out of the gate. I'm not good. But what I am gonna try and do here is maybe like a little head or face or something. So let's get into my layer. Let's delete this one. Delete that layer, yes. Now again, that'll delete all layers below it, so looks like you can move the layer up and down. I wonder if I have an additional layer, and let's move this one up. I don't know how this is working. Okay. I guess that just moves it up and down within the model. But I'm filling my whole cube here. It seems to be the only way I know how to get a perfect cube. Let's finish this off. What just happened? Where'd it go? I don't know. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. but maybe I crashed it. Maybe it just didn't like what I was doing. Filling the whole thing full of nothing. Okay, let's turn on some symmetry. And lock it, I guess, or leave it locked. It's already locked. And let's start modeling like a little head or something. So I'm going to my colors. I can custom pick a color, so something a little more more. That's not skin. Honestly, it doesn't matter what color I make it because I can always paint it. So why are you not liking what I'm doing? Have I locked the layer? I have not. I don't. Let's just start a new scene. Okay, new scene. What are my settings here? Wow. You can adjust the fog layer. I want no fog. Yeah, let's do no fog. Free rotation. Ooh, I bet you can get... What? Okay, so you can leave your rotation up like that's what I'm going to use for modeling like a head or something. Fixed up, two hand up. Huh. Okay, so you can only rotate with two hands, but you can move back and forth on this, and then like you're going to need both your hands if you're going to rotate within the scene. Cool, cool. Guys, we're learning. Floor grid. I'm not a big fan of the floor grid. I'm going to leave it off. No rotation. You can only move the object back and forth. And back to free rotation. So I really liked two hand up because then I can get, you know, I can get around it, but I won't accidentally rotate something if I'm not really trying to. Something that would be really cool for someone like myself that is big in 3D printing. Make sure I don't have anything here. I would like to see an X-axis, a Y-axis, and a Z-axis marker, like you know, at home here, because when I print, I don't know. I'm not sure it would even benefit me. It's something I would have to play around with and find out later, I guess, if that's even going to be useful. But I think it would be pretty neat. I don't know why I'm trying to scale. I'm kind of screwing myself if I... Why? Is that as big as my scene goes? Okay. I don't like the vibration. Oh, shoot. I just switched to left-handed, which is, I guess, a nice feature, but... I could just switch my controllers if that was really a big issue. It's not like the controllers have hand specification. Detail, I guess this just tells you how detailed your model actually is. So let's go back into layers and turn on symmetry. I want to scale this down. There we go. I'll figure out where my symmetry line is here. Alright. So, I got this in front of me here. Let's get a big old noggin right there. I'm outside my sculpting box is why that turned out real goofy. Okay, so we're gonna start with something like that. I'm gonna get rid of this little sucker. Let's pull this back down and get in here. Okay, so with a head, obviously it's not gonna be perfectly round, right? So I'm gonna add a little chunk on the front of it. Okay, I'm liking where I'm going so far. This is already better than the horse I was making. So, let's see. I'm going to scale down here. And I'm going to add, let's add like some, I don't know what I've done, guys. Oh, he's already got a little beard. I wasn't even trying, so get back into my color. Whoa! Undo that, because I don't know how that happened. I thought I My tracking's getting weird. That tends to happen on PlayStation VR though. Let's get rid of those little ears, whatever I just made here. Although that kind of works out, so maybe like, you know, something like this. I caved it in too much, but don't forget, you can always smooth stuff. His ears are really, really low. I didn't even mean to put ears, and somehow I've screwed them up. Bulge. Let's give him a little more defined ears here. All right. I'm gonna recess his eyes a little bit. That's not. They're too close together. Okay, so I need an eye socket. Obviously, right? I can always add above it. But what I want to do here, I want like a nose section, right? So let's give him a nose. Okay. Guys, this is starting to look a little goofy, but I'm going to go back and fix anything. The best thing about sculpting here is easy fixes. That's jacked up. The symmetry is really throwing me off. I haven't sculpted with it yet, so I'm not sure I'm the best example here. Give him a little bridge here of his nose. Okay. And let's go through and smooth some of that out. Let's make that a little smaller here. And now that looks better. Guys, that looks so much better. All right. He's got a little hook to his nose, so I'm not sure I want that, but I can always change it later. He doesn't have a chin. I didn't mean to give him a chin. I was kind of trying to add a little bit. Nope. That first part looked pretty good, but my scale was too big to... Guys, I'm liking him so far. He's pretty goofy, but... so let's just toy around with some layers. I'm going to add a new layer here, right? I don't want to affect that layer, but I definitely want to edit in this layer, so let's just, for the sake of, let's see, let's give him some relatively white eyes, right? So, I don't know why I'm feeling the need to scale so darn small whenever I'm modeling. How big can I? That's as big as it goes, right? Okay. Let's eyeball. Now I can always go back to my original layer. Let's lock this one. Did that lock it? I don't think that locked it, but I'm going to come back to this one and go back to my gray, and I can model like some eyelids over top of that if... Like that, okay. Nope, I don't like what I did there. I was on the right path though, so go ahead and smooth some of that out. Give him like a, yeah, little eyebrow. Let's reduce the big old bridge on that nose just a tad. So let's go ahead and go with the deflate brush. I'm gonna get my scale down a little smaller, and let's bring his nose in just a tad right here. This seems like it could use a little more substance, I guess. Because his nose should go into his head. Oh yeah, hey, thanks Miguel, appreciate it, man. This is kind of fun. Now, like I said, man, this is my first time really modeling anything at all. So I don't know what this guy's going to look like when he's done, but I can tell you he's not going to be perfect. Something I am thinking about doing, because I do have a 3D printer, is I want to maybe offer some sort of service, or do like a, oh, didn't want to do that. Maybe do like a contest thing. Like, I want people to create some really cool stuff in this game or in this application, and I want to pick out like some of my favorites and maybe print them for them, so that way, you know, people can have their creations made for them. I think it would be pretty neat to do. So his nostrils are a little, let me see, how am I doing here? Bring his, there, well, I'm not sure that's better, but let's, and the more I zoom in, the more detailed I can get on different parts. So like this right here needs a little bit more definition. Okay, so let's fix his mouth, because I'm not, whoa. Let's try something here. Let's cut out little details. Let's zoom way in and get this mouth like really a mouth. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, dude, it's only right now it's 10% off, I guess, just because of release day. And so it's $17.99 right now. I picked it up. I definitely knew that I was gonna want to, you know, model in it. I think it's a really cool concept. All right, we'll give this guy some teeth later. How about that? Right now he's got no teeth, but I'm just making a stupid little head. Miguel, I know you just got here, so let me show. You can go really detailed, like once you've kind of sculpted, and you can see it in super low detail mode. So very, very Minecrafty here. But this is what you should be modeling in my opinion. That's my suggestion. Oh my God, Let's smooth some of this out, because we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're getting a little crazy. I'm getting into details I probably shouldn't yet. I don't know what that alert was. Okay, he needs, what am I? Oh, I'm smoothing still. He needs like some substance here under his, you know, where his nose connects. And we're gonna go through and smooth some of that out. And bring that in. Yeah. That's looking better. His nostrils don't come down far enough, but that's easily fixed, isn't it? Let's see here. Add some. And get rid of some of that. Whoa, I didn't mean to go into his face there. Smooth that out. Okay. We're kind of getting something. The best thing about modeling a face is you can't really do it wrong. I mean, you could really. So tracking right now, Miguel, I'm doing all right with it. I'm not having a big issue. One thing, which I know you can't see on the stream, I have a projector that I play on, which in reality, I'm sitting in a room by myself. I could easily turn that off and not. But I think my projector light sometimes interferes. So like when I get too crazy high up, I tend to lose some of my tracking ability. But with this being able to, you know, really manipulate stuff and bring it right in front of your face, I don't have a need to be reaching for stuff like I do in some games. So tracking's holding up really well. I know it all kind of depends on your PSVR. I had a buddy that he's almost completely quit playing it because he's having like so many problems with his tracking that he said it wasn't even worth it. I'm gonna smooth out his head here. And I'm gonna try and kind of. I don't necessarily want to start on the ears yet. So let's fix his dome. It's a little wide, isn't it? Maybe he's wider headed than I would like. So I don't know. Oh, that's just shapes and colors. Okay, yeah. My smoothing, I'm I keep mixing up my smoothing with, whoa, cut in a little deep. Shouldn't have done that. But anything I guess I do, if I really just want to shave him down a little bit, I can always go through and smooth it back out and really bring some of the features back to normal. Alright, let's see how he's looking. He's looking pretty good. I'm actually kind of happy with the way this is turning out. His head's a decent shape. What I will do, probably, if I do want to 3D print this, is I'm going to give him a little pedestal with like a cylinder at the bottom, so his head can you know, actually stand on something. And I can always clean that up in some of my computer 3D programs. If I just do like a pillar or something for his head to stand on, I could change it, or I can just shear it off flat at the bottom with one of the programs I have, and that'll help me print it, you know, a little bit easier. So I'm liking the way this guy's looking. Let's think. What his lips are really flat, aren't they? So let's bring him down here and try and fix that. So move buttons as scale. You know, you got to press both of them. Again, for Miguel, I know you probably just got tuned in. And then one move button. With the mode I'm in, with my settings, I've got 2-hand up rotation on, which means I can't rotate. I can just slide it back and forth. If I want to rotate, I got to grab with the other one too, and I can rotate him around. So, but I'm liking it because it helps me draw in a little bit closer. Let's give him some lip structure here. Nothing too good. I'm not doing fantastic at it, but that did not turn into a lip like I wanted, did it? Okay. Let's see how that looks when we smooth it out. That's way worse. Oh, that did not turn out like I hoped, but I can probably fix it. I'm giving him some structure here on the face. He looks like just a toothless old man. Let's see, what else can we do? You know what a guy with this stature needs? He needs a butt chin. I'm feeling it. Scale buttons, so your size is just the bottom two. It doesn't actually have size written on both, but and then you can switch between sculpt and carve with triangle. I'm gonna carve a little butt chin out here. I don't know what the real term for that is. Butt chin. He's just got little dimples down there. He's missing one little section. Oh, bring it down. He's just got a little. So you can get really detailed with this this pen here and kind of drag out, you know, the stuff you need. Well, that was too deep of a cut, I feel. So now that I've made my changes, I'm gonna smooth it. Move certain parts. Yeah, so that is all done within layers, right? So for example, I've got the eyes as their own little layer, so that way whenever I'm drawing, I don't actually draw on them. Now, I'm trying to remember, like if I lock this, okay, see what I've done there? I just locked or unlocked this from the rest of the model, and I can adjust them. Now I'm going to have to go undo everything I just did. Oh crap, that's undoing the... No! Miguel, you have forsaken me. Alright, let's see if we can fix his eyes. And get him back. Kinda. So they're... Oh god. I don't know. Self-portrait. Yeah. Miguel, if I look like this, I would, I'd have some serious life issues. Okay. Miguel, you've made me mess up my eyes. Alright, I'm feeling better about him. I'm going to go ahead and lock this. No, you're good, man. I'm just messing with you. I'm not that upset. I think he looks better now anyway. Okay. He's got a big old fat nose, but I like it. It's very cartoony. This is not designed to look very anatomically correct. So, let's go back to... Let's smooth out his butt chin here. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, that was gauge. My bad. I just assumed I had one viewer. Sorry there, Gage. All right. Let's smooth out his chin a little bit more. His butt chin is. Yeah, I'm not liking this. I'm really not liking the way his butt chin's going. I think I'm gonna go back on it. So let's fill this back in here and smooth it back out to, you know, a usable feature. Cause that's, yeah. I don't know what to do about his lips though. I guess I need to add them. They need to stick out a little bit, don't they? Let's scale down. And just so slightly add to it. And I can just keep adding until I'm happy with the way they turned out. Let's see. Give him a bottom lip too. He's getting a top lip, and I think that's what's throwing me off. Is I'm only giving him. I've only been giving him one lip, and let's smooth that back out. This area right here needs a little more smoothing, and then. All right, his lip is too flat on the face, I think. So. Let's again smooth. It's kind of starting to protrude out a little bit. Okay, that is that's looking. He's looking pretty good. I'm kind of excited with the way this has turned out. Maybe his nose shouldn't be so big. I don't know. You know, there's people that look like this, but I'm kind of starting to feel bad for my friend here. We need to give him a name. But what do you guys want to name him? I guess I'll let you guys do that. But I'm gonna cut off some of his big old fat nose. Didn't like that. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, colors. Thanks, Miguel. So I started streaming this earlier, and my wife came downstairs and said there was a tornado siren, so I had to leave. But you can really, I mean, there's no limit to what colors you can pick. And I'm just sculpting in gray because it's very simple to use right now. But I'm gonna exit out of this. Each color has a chrome and a matte, you know, kind of look to it. So if you want to, you know, really toy around with the options of colors. Now, like I said, I'm sculpting in gray because it's the easiest for me, at least, to see what I'm doing. But I have a paintbrush here, so like let's say I want to kind of start making them a little more tan. That's not tan. Let's find some tan. That doesn't look tan either. What the hell's going on? Am I removing color? Blend paint. Oh, okay. So I can just paint him, right? Like, and I'm on this particular. I'm on this particular layer, which is why I'm not painting his eyes, but right, and so he's just gonna be one big solid color, right? And then I can adjust and kind of throw in some brown, a little bit, you know. And if I want to blend, I can blend it into, you know, whatever. Whoa! I switched to my sphere. I didn't mean to do that. Now he's all kinds of colors, man. This is a mess. This is a mess. Now, I don't know if, yeah. So if you scale, you can really kind of blend your colors a little more finely. Dude, Miguel, I'm telling you, man, it's a really cool application. If you get it and you make something really neat, I'd love to see it. And the devs definitely said that with the first update, they're going to bring in exporting of OBJ files. Those are object files. I can use those to create a 3D printable object. So I definitely would like to. I'd like to be able to print some people's stuff, you know. I mean, and Miguel, if you make something really cool and I print it, I can send it to you. You know, I'm not stingy about it. I don't know why I'm going through and blending is. I'm not good with the paint yet. Okay, I'm gonna get there. I'm just now getting happy with, how I've done his shape. But I'm gonna go ahead and put him all back to gray. Oh man. Okay, so Miguel, you asked about my tracking. Let me make sure I'm facing my. They should put a camera or just some sort of identifier that shows me where my camera is. Oh, here, Miguel. Let me show you this real quick. Okay, so this sky grab tool. The sun is actually behind me, but I can change. I don't know why he changed such color like that when it went nighttime. Why is he so friggin' bright? But you can like set the sun where you need it to be to, kind of help with your modeling. So that's pretty neat. I'm gonna go back to gray, and I'm gonna paint this sucker back because he is. Uh-oh, it's not liking that. Oh, that's not gray. What happened? There we go. So I've seemed to have. There we go. All right, he's a little darker gray than I had him last time. So let's lighten that up. I don't know why it's so hard to. I can go light gray with it. That's too light now. Okay, well, we're gonna mess around with it a little bit. I mean, I gotta figure out. I don't. Oh! Oh, guys! I just figured it out. I'm like, why the hell am I having such a hard time getting outside of that? Okay, so the gray, obviously, is, dependent on the depth. I didn't know that. That's so friggin' cool. Why didn't you guys say something earlier? Let's make him gray. Let's see if the game freaks out that time. Am I blending? I feel like I'm blending. Yeah. Maybe not. No, I wasn't. Let's go back to gray here and just. Did I say that last one was too dark? I'm definitely blending now, and I'm freaking. There we go. That's what I wanted him. All right. That's where he was earlier. So let's get back to fixing his nose. I got distracted. Yeah, his nose. So let's get a little bit of this action going on. Smooth it out, kind of see how that looks. I don't like this lip underneath, so let's cut that out just a tad. Not quite a tad. Oh, Miguel, my tracking is getting batshit. Let's smooth that and see how that looks, I guess. Okay, that's better. Now his nose is very broad. Let's bring some of that in a little bit. Cut that out because that was the original issue I had with this guy's nose, was how broad it was. And it looks ridiculous right now, but as you see, I can smooth him out. That's the paintbrush. Why did I go into paintbrush? I want to smooth this into a more decent shaped nose, which I'm not doing a great job at. It's too narrow, and it's very, very roughed in, so alright, and then we're going to add some of that back with here. Now, I bet once we start smoothing this back in, fixing his face, let's fix the front of that right there. We're going to need to cut some of that out. Wow, that sucker's just broad. How did I get away with that? All right, let's get surgical with it, because I'm not doing well with the large scale, it seems. Bring this down a little more. And dude, imagine being able to be a doctor and do surgery on someone with like instruments that allowed you to do something like this. Now, granted, obviously I'm not doing a great job demonstrating what I mean with, oh, what's his name? What are we naming this guy? We need to name him something really good. I'm not sure if it's freaking out because, yeah, I'm getting really high polygons here, so it's definitely, that's my spinny circle of death. I should have left his nose the way it was. Okay, let's bulge this sucker out just a little bit because that seems to be the easiest way for me to shape him back the way that I want. I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. It's a little easier to get, like, you know, small movements you're trying to do, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And add some more back in here. Give him a little wider towards the top, and whoops, have it fade in just a bit more. I don't know, what do you guys think? That is a very, it's still broad as hell. Scaling in just a tad. That's looking better. Let's smooth it out. Let's see how that turns out. Dude, this nose has got me. I think I'm going to have to be satisfied with him for now. Like, I'm probably going to come back and fix the nose later, but let's move on. You're absolutely right, Miguel. I'm hung up on the nose. So, is this dude going to be bald, or should we give him some hair? He's going to need ears eventually, I suppose. Okay, let's do ears. There's a couple ways I can go about this. So I could just bulge some ears out, you know, with a smaller scale, obviously, or I could build up with like a sphere, and then, all right, the general rule of thumb when you're looking at somebody, right? So their ears are like kind of what is it? The tops of where their ears meet their head are like even with the little corners of their eyes right here. So let's try and stick to that hair texture. So yes and no. Now, I'm going to preface this with, you can go crazy with the hair texture if you'd like. If you want to do something like a cone, I'm going to do something just temporary so you can see. Scale that sucker down, and you can really, really get that thing small and go nuts with it, alright? So, like, now, obviously, you're going to cause strain on your machine doing this. And you can give, like, individual hair follicles, alright? But if you're wanting something printed, I'm going to tell you right now, that ain't going to fly. And it won't print well. So, your best bet is to do something. Let's backtrack all the way to no hair, okay? Your best bet is to, like, have a new layer, alright? And let's work on that layer. And give him some, like, you know, some hair of some sort, like this. Oh man, that looks, he looks like a badass teacher that's about to whip your ass for doing something in school you shouldn't have done. Yeah, he's looking mean. But anyway, give it something like this, and then go through and I would say turn it over to your cut or your carve tool and get your scale really small and just give it some like detail in, you know, in the strands. Don't try not to see this cut. This won't print very well, so I would say clean stuff up like that. But you can always go through and kind of smooth it out and still get, you know, some sort of decent hair. Just the less crazy you go with small crap like that, the hair, it's really friggin' hard to print. But Every time I look at it from this angle, I'm just like, I don't know who I'm making here, but it's scaring the crap out of me. So, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that layer. I'm not, yes, delete. All right, but you know, hair texture. That was a very good question. You can go pretty nuts with it. Let's see how this guy looks when I throw him in high res mode. So he's looking really friggin' cool. I think he's gonna be neat. I really am excited to be able to export something like this and print it. But back into regular, like my sculpting, what I would say my sculpting resolution. It's not too high to crash out my game super bad, but it's not so low that it looks like Minecraft. All right, now let's do these ears. Let's figure out what we're doing here for the ears. Okay. I'm gonna just start with a sphere. I need my gray back. Was this the one I was using? Yeah. All right, and then let's just kind of model something out. Okay, and I can add and remove later if I need to, but right now they look like little horns, but that's a quick fix with the smoothing tool. Yeah. And here I would, now that I've got this far, I would use my bulge probably to like fix stuff like this weird cut I've got in his ear. I would just kind of stick that back out just a little bit and kind of get it in a position where I like it. He's got some weird shapes here. You can cut this back. You can really get small detail here and give him, you know, that actually probably sticks out a little too much for like an earlobe. So I would drag that in just a bit and maybe give him, you know, a little bit of earlobe, something. We really want to go crazy. Let's get rid of some of that and let's give him like an ear canal. Okay. Now, I'm just doing this off of like memory, guys, so this is not going to be probably very good because I don't remember like what the inside of your ear. I know you got this weird little like knot here. I wouldn't go too crazy with like any deep cuts or overhangs because again, printing is gonna get weird. Scale it bigger. There we go. And we'll cut some of this back. Now I know you got, obviously, oh, my tracking's getting crazy. It's not bad though. It's not unmanageable. Now this is getting a little bit. Let's see how he looks. They point forward a lot, don't they? So let's fix him. And bring some of this back. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. I meant to cut out. Let's shave his ears down a little bit this way. There. I'm not upset with the way they look in the back. That can probably be fixed a little better later. But they are sticking out. Oh yeah, this dude's a fucking MMA fighter for sure. Just drive this back a little bit more. Let's see how he looks now. That's better. That's a lot better. Yeah. Alright, now this area got a little rough in all that, so we're going to smooth it out. I want to be careful to avoid that that little ear canal that I made him earlier. We can probably get this a little bit more neat. Cut out some here. And let's give him like some, oh, I gotta bring it down because ears aren't perfect either, so I mean we can go give him some weird and then this is gonna loop back around into his little earlobe area. And let's smooth that out. Now, notice I'm doing like fine detail smoothing. If I really just wanted to smooth the whole thing, I could see how that turns out. That is actually not terrible. So, this dude's shaping up, man. His chin gets really narrow. Maybe we could add some onto that real fast. I'm gonna scale my brush down though, cause oh god, I think I've done it now. He's got mutton chops. Undo. Oh, tracking. Knock it off. I might make sure I'm facing my PlayStation. Yeah, I am. Okay. I might need to do some calibrations, but whatever. We can always come back to that. I'm gonna give him some build up here into his chin, and then, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. This is not something that I claim to be super good at, but I am liking the way that it's turning out. Now this looks a little nuts, obviously, but I'm trying to widen his face up. So let's get the smoothing brush in there and kind of get that jawline a little bit more, or a little less defined, I guess. That's better. He's got this weird cut, or a little jut out part of his. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's a lot better. Let's finish smoothing it, though. My smoothing brush. Is his chin? I don't know if it needs to come down more here or dip in under his lip. Yeah, he looks like he's got a big old fat, wad of chewing tobacco in, so we'll cut some of that out and smooth it back. Whoops, wrong button. A lot better. A lot better. Okay, he's got kind of fat ears, but you know what? Let's stick with it. Okay, guys, I'm getting pretty happy. Let's sink his cheeks in just a tad. We're gonna use the deflate button, kind of push his cheeks in a little bit. And we'll smooth him back out to give it. He needs cheekbones though, doesn't he? Let's bulge his cheekbones out just a tad. I went a little high up there. I'm not sure what I've done. Maybe this needs to dip in here just a little bit. And then, yeah. Alright, now smooth. Wow, he looks messed up. Smooth that out. And it doesn't matter which side of my symmetry line I go on. Alright. Let's see if I can fix this a little bit. That's a little, I think I went a little much with the cheek. So we'll bring it back out. Draw some of this in. He needs temples, doesn't he? I'm sidetracked pretty easily. I think smooth will fix some of that. He's got this weird spot above his ear. He's starting to take shape, but his face got a little messed up when someone was dicking with the cheekbones. There we go. His cheekbones should come down further. We're still looking for name suggestions on this guy. Alright. You can call him fucked up, I guess, if you really would like to, but let's smooth that out just a tad, because it is a little harsh. Yeah, okay, so for the environment, you have fog effects, but it seems like it's just the world around you. It doesn't actually have any effect on your your model, which is why I've got it kind of off for clarity reasons, and I think it might help with the rendering. You do have a floor grid if you wanted, but I don't know. I don't really feel like I need. What is is this? I haven't tried with any of the vibration or not, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I guess if you really wanted to feel like you were sculpting something, you could probably mess with it. All right, we're still smoothing. So I'm getting kind of content with the way his facial structure is looking. Now his cheeks though, or not his cheeks, but his jaw. You know what? He's a rugged ass dude. Let's give him some sort of hair. I don't know what kind of hairstyle someone like this would have. I kind of feel like he would be bald, but you know, maybe not. Maybe I'll let you guys decide on that while I think about maybe giving him like a neck, you know? So what I would probably do here is I would come around the back. Okay. I'm going to get my scale a little bit smaller. Okay. Oh god. My tracking is going to dick up and it's going to throw me for a loop. So I would give him like let's start with just like a cylinder and we can build out from there. Okay, so that's good. He's gonna have that's very phallic. I apologize, guys. I'm just adding right now. I'm not paying attention to really what I'm doing. I feel like that's a bit much, but let's smooth the hell out of it and figure out, you know, where we need to adjust, because his neck is very, very broad. We could deflate a little bit of this side where it seems like it's maybe a little much. Yeah, and I'm going to inflate this on the back here. Too much. Okay, this part I'm not terribly concerned about, because I'm gonna, if I do decide to print this, I'm gonna slice this sucker off flat and just have his head, you know, modeled. So, let's do some smoothing here and kind of see what comes of it. Yeah, the back of his head needs to fade in a little more. That sticks out too much, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. That his neck maybe is too broad at the top, but it meets his jawline pretty well, so he's definitely gonna need like an Adam's apple kind of area. Let's add this back here. This whole area is I went too much there. Draw some of that back in. But he definitely, yeah, he's gonna have a dude like this would have an Adam's apple for sure. And let's get some cuts. I'm probably gonna need to clean my headset off here in a minute, so too much. Okay, and smooth it back out. I feel like I went too deep right there, so I can always just add that back in, and let's smooth it back out. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Undo. I need to keep my left hand out of my way because I keep accidentally selecting tools. But let's see, what am I gonna do next with this guy? Again, not terribly concerned with the bottom because that's gonna get cut off flat, and I'm gonna print it with this piece flat on the bottom. So let's see, smooth Smooth tool, get it. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this is a perfect sculpting game. If you guys missed the first kind of little upload I did before the tornado sirens went off in my neighborhood, the reason I like this so much is because they definitely the developers said that they're absolutely going to add the ability to export the file as an OBJ file, an object file. Okay. I can use that to 3D print pretty much anything I make, or really anything anybody else makes. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a service. If you make something cool and you want it printed, obviously I'm going to have to charge something because the material to print is not free, but I would definitely, I mean, I wouldn't like charge people crazy, you know, or anything. So let's really get the detail in this ear. You know, obviously, like I said, I can't do it for free, but I can absolutely give, you know, fair pricing because I'm not in it to make $1 billion, but I am gonna have to charge to recover the cost of some of my materials. So let's fix. Why has he got that dip in the back of his ear? Oh crap, that's gonna be weird. Or maybe once I smooth it, it'll smooth all this in. Oh god, this is. I'm causing the system to pretty much crash. It looks like. I don't know if I'm gonna be happy with what I did here with this, but let's smooth it out and kind of leave the earlobe section. Okay. Don't crash on me. Yeah, okay. That's not terrible. That's too deep of a cut, I think. I think that's what's causing me to not like what's happening here. Xbox is better. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Yeah, go model this on your Xbox VR. I feel like I need to cut in with his ear right here. I don't know what you're talking about exactly, Dylan. Or whatever your name was. I think it was Dylan. Okay. Back to smoothing because I feel like I've done too much damage. There we go. Let's smooth from the inside a little bit. What is, am I using a different color than I was earlier? I feel like maybe I am. Because it's kind of panicking on me here, but I'm not a big fan of what I did with his ears in the back there, but you know what? We're gonna let it roll. Okay. Now he's gonna need a little bit of. Ooh, wrong way. You know, this guy's clearly an older gentleman. You know, he's an older guy, so he's gonna have like some wrinkles, you know, kind of in the corners of his eyes. I didn't like that one because I cut too deep in. But we're gonna smooth all this out anyway, so. That did not do anything like I was expecting it to do, so we're going to undo all of that. Because I kind of liked it better the way it was. I don't think I'm quite ready to go into these intricate details yet. It seems like there's really no limit on your undo button, which is good, because, you know, I need it a lot. Oh, my head's starting to hurt. Did we decide on a hairstyle yet? Did anybody provide a hairstyle idea? While I'm dicking up the rest of his Body, I should watch my mouth. I probably have young viewers. I apologize, guys, so. I mean, I'll give him whatever hairstyle. I don't honestly care. I don't even know what I'm doing. So, a mohawk? This guy does look like a mohawk fella. He also looks like I screwed his lips up. I should have just been content with it, but I wasn't. Whoops. Whatever I just undid. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking mohawk. Let's give him a... Let's go to new layer here. Let's add one. And we're gonna give it some color here. What color am I going with? What are you doing? You coming down? Oh, guys, give me 1 second. My wife's got to show me something. What you got? Are we FaceTiming?
He's showing me Dom's guinea pig.
Okay, be careful. I'm in the middle of a stream, so I just don't say anything crazy. What's up, Bobby?
What's going on?
Not much.
Well, what the hell are you doing?
Playing VR.
VR.
Oh, VR.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm modeling, Taylor?
A face?
Check that out. That's pretty sweet, right? I know it's creepy. Doesn't have any pupils yet, but.
What are you doing? Hey, what's the deal with the 3D Game of Thrones deal?
I'm still working on it. I got a little bit more to do, but I got to pony up and spend like $350 on the molds so I can produce them a little more.
It's only $350 for the molds, though?
Well, yeah, it's just gonna be one mold, and then I'll be able to reproduce it instead of 2 weeks. I'll be able to reproduce it in like 2 hours for $50. So.
Need an investor?
Maybe.
Look at.
What's he doing?
They trained him. They love this stuff. They go poop and pee in the bowl, so you just have to change the bowl.
Oh my god.
And
Hey guys, give me 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. It's all right.
And they love being handled. Pick them up.
Nice.
Dom's not taking care of them, and Bobby wants to know if we want them.
No, don't do this. Don't do this to me, Bobby.
Yeah, but they trained them and everything, though, so you know they like being handled.
We already have one smelly-ass dog.
But we can get... Look, he's taking them to the vet tomorrow to make sure they're good to go.
Oh, my God.
Brooke can clean their bowl out every day.
I'm going to leave that up to you. But I already know where that's going.
They like to cuddle.
Uh-huh. They like to cuddle. You know who else liked to cuddle? Your rabbit that beat the shit out of you.
It did not.
You
know what?
No, I know.
That
The rabbit was a psycho.
If it was just like a random cat, I'd be like, eh. But because Bobby trained them.
I did some research on them before I got them. I ended up getting two because they do better together.
Yeah.
If you're home all day and you're gone.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, you don't have to run up there. I'm gonna get back to. I got people actually watching, and I don't want to lose.
Is it gay? They're humping each other.
You got gay guinea pigs?
They're probably just trying to dominate.
My brother-in-law's trying to give my wife some gay guinea pigs, apparently. Not that there's anything wrong with gay guinea pigs. Taylor, we're giving this guy a mohawk.
Okay. And
I'm thinking brown.
Brooke would really like that.
Yeah, I'm in a new layer. Okay. All right, guys. I apologize. I'm back.
I tried to do that.
Why am I? Oh. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking let's start with a sphere, and we'll work on his detail from there. So yeah, we'll start it kind of. It's gonna kind of look like Yondu for a minute, isn't it? Oh, you know what else we should have thought about giving him? Is a damn mullet. Let's not go crazy tall with it. I'm kind of thinking like... you know what? No, screw it. This guy's getting a mohawk. He's getting a mohawk right. Okay, so... we're just going to keep building up to it. Okay. And are we thinking just like regular kind of style mohawk, or are we thinking like anything special? Here's what we're going to do with this. We're going to smooth it. And then we're going to add some like lines in it, okay, for like hair texture. Oh Lord. Don't want that. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Ugh, why does my wife want a hamster or a guinea pig? I don't want them damn things. She's crazy. He's kind of looking like a Native American badass, like this dude's gonna scalp the shit out of you. Okay. Smooth that back. Smooth the whole damn thing. Cause my game to freak out. Okay, now let's add some cuts into it for like hair, kind of strands. So we don't have to go too crazy with it, but I can really. I don't know why I did that. I knew that would cut into the model. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I think I'm running with too small of a file here. There we go. Just give it some. Let's give him just some streaks here. We're not gonna go nuts because we want the file to still be printable, you know, when they come out with that update. So look at how the little pieces are like falling off of it. That's really neat. You know what else I could do here, guys? Probably. Where the hell was it? This. Well, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So that's going to leave a lot of really unprintable little floating pieces for whenever I do decide to 3D print this. So we're just going to keep giving him little streaks out of his hair. Whoa! Too much. Forgot to scale my tool. Alright, and then I'm gonna go back and smooth some of that over to where I don't know that that's gonna give it the effect I was hoping. Well, maybe we'll get there if I continue to smooth. I'm definitely gonna need to cut more out of this little section, kinda. Yeah, there we go. That's better. See, these weird little jagged edges I did it aren't gonna look good when I'm done, so I should probably be a little more patient with this and, like, you know, make it as good as I possibly can. But I seem to have picked a different color. But if you're removing, it doesn't matter what color you're using. Okay. Let's smooth the shit out of this. And I just want it to be like wavy, you know, like weird, kind of wavy, not so solid, and it is thinking hard on this one. Okay, see, that's kind of the effect I'm going for. So let's do this section by section to where this doesn't go crazy all day. Okay, that's just like a graphical issue. It clears up. The fact that it's symmetrical on his mohawk probably isn't the best. So I can turn symmetry off for the time being. Yeah, there we go. So I can turn it off just on that layer, it seems. And go through and smooth it a little more. And maybe just do some more cuts. To kind of give it some unevenness. See, it shouldn't be, yeah, we're not affecting the other side. Whoops. Undo that. A little bit too much. I'm liking the way this is turning out though, guys. I'm digging it. I'm telling you though, the day they incorporate being able to export your 3D models, I will print this sucker, and I'll live stream the print too, because that's how I got my printer set up to where I can do that kind of stuff. So, you guys can see the whole, I'll show you the whole process if you'd like. I'll set my printer up, and get it kind of, you know, where it needs to be. And then let's, okay, smoothing time. Hair's kind of looking a little wooden, but you know what? It'll print really cool. It'll print easier. And not be so... Guys, this is friggin' neat. I did not expect to be able to do something like this when I started, considering I just started with this program today. His eyes are freaking me out. Let's mess with him. I think his eyes were on this layer here. What, can I unlock? Oh, yeah, I gotta unlock it from the rest of the model. Shit. Can I lock that one? Yeah, I don't want those locked together, right? Oh, see, I can't move his eyes without moving his hair. Oh, shit. I'm fucking this up. Lock that back to the model. Let's see how bad I did this. I screwed up. No, you know what? It's... Seems acceptable. Seems like he's gonna be okay. Guys, I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. So let's convert the whole thing into high-res mode and kind of see. Again, this gets cut flat. Not worried about that. This is just the first model I've made, and I'm pretty satisfied with the way he turned out. So I think that's gonna be good. So let's do some painting here. Maybe see if I can toy with it. If you weren't around when I discovered how you adjust the darkness, this doesn't provide a very, like that little dot right there doesn't provide a very clear image of like what color you actually went with. See, like I didn't know I was on green there. That's a little too, maybe go a little lighter. I'm trying to get something kind of tannish without going too, let's just try that. Oh, that's his hair. I'm gonna undo that. I'm on the wrong layer. Let's make him... He's yellow. Now he's yellow. That's not the color I was going for. I'm really kind of having a hard time with this color scheme. Maybe that. I really want him to be all the same color for starters, and then I'll texture him in a little better, I think. What is, oh, that's... Check this out. You guys want to see something really cool? Let's chrome him up. Please tell me that was... Oh, shit. I switched tools again when I didn't mean to. I was trying to paint him. Let me keep this out of the way. Man, this is sweet. This is friggin' sweet. Oh, you know what? One of my other problems is I still have this in high res mode, but okay, that's better. Back to colors. Okay, I've messed around with that enough. Let's give him a solid base layer of, like, you know, a good color. And then we can try and blend in others with it, I think. So like blend paint to like a little darker. Maybe. See, that's not blend. That's not as blend as I thought it would be, but we can give him some like crazy Indian war paint because he is my, I think we're going with Native American of descent. Yeah. Although that's the same color as his hair though, so that kind of becomes misleading. I don't know, guys. I'm not going to be very good here with the painting, I don't think. So, oh, you know what? Smooth. Let's try smoothing colors only. What I should probably do is give him a base, give him his highlight spots and his low light spots, and then go through and smooth his colors in. Because that seems like it's probably the smart way to go. But I'm clearly not doing this the smart way. I think I might just have to go back to leaving him gray for the time being. Boy, it is not blending that other color in at all. Like this, I keep trying to point with my finger. This little area right here just doesn't seem to take anything other than what it has received. I don't know, maybe what if does that try and blend in green? Or no, right? Let's make him back to gray. I'm kind of tired of trying to paint him right now. I'm not doing well. I'm gonna crash the game though if I don't pay attention and quit dicking around with it. Gray. Go gray. There we go. Okay. And just because I'm kind of going for this monochromatic, color scheme, I'm going to give him black hair. It's very, single color. Let me see what my phone's going off about. What the hell is going on? Oh, nothing. My phone was vibrating like crazy earlier. Tombstone sent me a friend request. Appreciate it, Tombstone. I'm not sure who you are though, so I don't really friend request up with people I don't know because then my friends list gets real muddy. I feel like the back of his neck's too flat. We can fix that real quick. Make sure I'm on the right layer. And got the right color. And let's add some sphere. And that's a lot, but I'm going to blend it. It's better. You know what he would have, though? Some, like... Nope. My tracking's getting crazy. I'm gonna have to calibrate. Stop being nuts. I pissed it off. It's way mad. Okay. So some sort of like spine, you know, lines. Why aren't you smoothing? You know, in the back of his neck. I'm selecting all kinds of other shit, guys. I'm messing this up bad. Okay. Okay, again, we're gonna cut this sucker off flat at the bottom. I think I can go ahead and do that here, though. So I could do like, make sure I don't get his little chinny. All right. Yeah, that's better. See, and that's how it's gonna print. Now I have these weird little overhangs, and there's gonna be support material up to his chin, but you know what? I'm pretty satisfied with my first VR sculpture. Just to recap, I'm really excited to see what other people have to make. Let's go ahead and save this onto online 2. Saving it. All right. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to make. And once they push out the update where you can export these to object files, I can 3D print them, and we're gonna rule the world. So you guys get to create and get some stuff made. I just wanted to get something basic kind of down out of the way. It's not really basic. I spent a lot longer on it than I expected, but I'm gonna go play some other games now. Definitely, you know, send me some pictures or something of some stuff you've made, and we'll talk about maybe trying to get some stuff printed. It's gonna be pretty sweet. All right, man. You guys take care, and I really appreciate anybody who tuned in for this. I definitely appreciate the developer of this game, this app. This is freaking awesome. I love it. I got some work to do, obviously. I'm not super happy with his eyeballs here, what's going on. But I would like to know why I can't move this down. But you know what? I can hide his eyes, and I could just completely, you know, go without, I suppose. Can I move it? Can I drag it up? I want it. Whoa. Okay, I'm going crazy here. All right, guys. Take care. And I will see you guys later. Appreciate you watching again.